This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now, where we bring you the 3 E's: educate, empower, and engage. I'm your host, Harvey Blankfeld, along with our co-host, Shelley Brown, and we've been selling homes here in Southern Nevada since 1988. Shelley and I are also very proud to be part of the Real Estate Radio Network. That is a national network of local real estate professionals delivering timely, balanced truths about local market conditions. We've also been joined by Bill Nelson. Bill's a principal at the Piercy, Boulder, Taylor & Kern, CPA. Bill, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about taxes in general. You know, we're coming up on the end of the third quarter, and Shelley knows this is about me. It has to be due to be done, and it's pretty much due, isn't it?
Well, you know, that's not very unusual. That's not a very unusual thought.
Yeah.
I mean, most people think that way too. The third quarter is over. It's time to start planning for the year end. Some people might think, well, you know, it's October. The year end's not coming for a long time.
Not till April.
Not. Oh, Harvey. That'd be funny if it wasn't so true. People, if that didn't happen every day.
Yeah, right.
The third quarter's coming. It's time to get the things into shape for the year end. I've noticed that the sooner people get information to us after year end, the sooner they get it back, of course. But they get it back faster too.
Yeah.
It does. There's not the. It's not 2 or 3 weeks. It's a few days. It could be a few days, or it could just be a week, or instead of weeks, because there isn't. Because most people think like you do, Harvey. If it's not due, it doesn't have to be done. But
I know one of the things you recommend. I know one of the things that you recommend is to have a bookkeeper come in and help you kind of coordinate everything, because paying a CPA is a lot of money maybe to do that type of work where you can pay a bookkeeper a little less.
But bookkeepers tend to be less expensive than CPAs, and they could help you get things ready.
Right.
It's important to do monthly reconciliations. I mean, do your bank reconciliations monthly. There's not a reason to not do that. They're not hard. It's not hard to do.
Not only that, you're going to find stuff. You're going to find money there.
Exactly. Or you can figure out, you can answer questions when they're fresh on your mind. You see some disbursements or things that go out. It's like, what did I buy with this?
It's hard for me to remember back in March. Yeah.
Exactly. But if you do it monthly, it's like, okay, it's fresh on your mind. You remember, and items can be categorized properly. It just makes things so much easier, and you really do save time overall.
But one of the things that's been in the news lately, Bill, has been this recent fraud with these executives over at Wells Fargo.
The number one way frauds are caught is by whistleblowing, by co-employees or maybe even subordinates, asking questions and trying to get to the bottom of something.
And this happens at a high level, but it happens in small companies a lot.
It does, and it's more often. It more often happens in small companies because small companies don't have the controls set up to catch it. In several instances, I'll look at relationships between accounts, and I'll go, well, you know, you made X amount of money, and where'd it go? Yeah. So I look try to figure out, okay, where'd the money go? Okay, you bought some equipment. You paid a couple of distributions to the owners, and there's this amount. Where'd it go?
Where's the rest of it?
Yeah, where is it? And I'll ask that question. I'll ask that question, and they'll go, well, that's a good question, Bill.
And I wonder where that money did go.
Generally, they'll have an explanation for it, that the money was spent on X, Y, or Z, various things. But sometimes they don't know. Right. And
they're disappointed to find out how.
And then they'll dig a little bit deeper and find out that maybe that money was spent on something we shouldn't spend on, and it may not be fraudulent. It may just be spending too much money in an area that they didn't realize they were spending all that money.
You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now with hosts Harvey Blankfeld and Shelley Brown. Please tune in every Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on News Talk 720 KDWN.